We might get cursed out.
Like everything you say.
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me.
The world's like super sensitive now.
I have the right to discriminate.
You gotta worry that somebody's offended. Potting through trauma.
It ain't like we ain't been getting cursed out since like 2009.
Oh shit.
Who are these niggas?
Fat Liver Jones.
Tracy, Renee, But still, I'm offended that you're offended.
I ain't gonna say it no more. We need to stay away from these niggas.
Exactly, I'm here.
We here. We in the building. Should have did that beforehand. Another episode, Potting Through Trauma. I'm your host, Fat Liver Jones. Oh, excuse me, Fat Liver Jones. I can't even talk right now.
Do you forgot who you are?
That's sure enough did. It's been a long day.
Old age.
Yeah, turning 40, start
40
working
years.
on your brain. Start taking
You're on
the
your
brain.
way down already.
Yeah.
Who am I?
But welcome to another episode of Potting Through Trauma.
No. Who am
What?
I?
Oh, she is Tracy Renee Jones.
Thank you. I forgot.
Oh, you forgot too. Yeah, we're both on the spectrum today. It's okay. We're here. But yes, welcome back. We've been turning up lately. It's been lovely. I'm enjoying this little dark humor thing we got going on. How are you?
I survived the last 7 days.
Oh, nice.
I feel prosperous. I feel
Nice.
like, I don't know, what's the word?
Rejuvenated?
I've been up this week.
Really? Like up like a
I've been,
weight?
I've been taking new vitamins. That's what it is.
What vitamins are you taking?
I take maca root,
Oh shit. Okay.
and I have some like biotin hair, nail, skin, energy situation.
Collagen mixed with something.
They're
Like
fucking hella expensive, but
maybe
they got all the
ginseng.
good shit in it.
Yeah.
They got all
Collagen
the
and
good shit.
red ginseng. Yeah, that's
I'll be
cool.
wanting to run down the street.
You should. I've been making my own vitamins for a couple years now. Like I think right
You're so
after,
fucking fancy.
right after
The fuck?
what was it? 22? Yeah, at 22 when we got COVID. Right before we got married. Well, no, we had got COVID right before we got married, and we had it so bad. Like for 3 weeks, we both were out. But right after that, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna. I ain't getting sick no more. So I just started making them in abundance, like just going to the health food store, buying the shit, and then making it, and like try to turn it into a little business, but it's a lot of work, especially trying to figure out like people's dietary needs and all of that shit. Like
That's not what you do. You just put some shit in the bottle and give it to them.
I know, but I ain't trying to get sued because the nigga ate something, and it was a lot of
You
extra
write some shit
shit.
that say that you're not responsible.
Right.
And mad tiny. You gotta make it mad
Mad
tiny.
tiny, right? Make it look like a design, like a square. I mean, I'm gonna bounce
Exactly.
back. I like doing it anyway. Like it was fun. I felt like a little mad scientist. You know what I'm saying? I was mixing the fucking sea moss and the ashwagandha and just like. But I take them. I still have like some, so I take them every day. I haven't had any maca root in a while, but that shit's wild. That shit gives you energy.
Is it?
Yeah, that shit gives you crazy energy, and you be
Is that
like
what this is?
humping on shit. Yeah,
I was gonna say, is that what that is?
yeah. That
Because
maca
I'm
root had you
beasting out.
humping on
I'm
shit.
beasting. I am
Mhm.
beasting out in these streets. I was like, what is this y'all talking about? Like your sex drive goes down. All mine has ever done is go up.
Yeah, nah, you don't know up until you like mess around with that. And then they got some other shit that you can mix with it that enhances it. So,
What?
but it's
Honey
like the
pack?
horny goat weed. Nah, I wouldn't fuck with them shits.
Oh!
Them shits is not good, yo. You know what that shit really does? It like just increases your blood pressure, but like super fast, which is
You about to have
weird.
a heart attack? You
Yeah.
just had 8 Red Bulls.
I took what was that shit? That cam shit, that pink horsepower. I tried it once, and like I just remember sitting here in the living room and like it kicking in, and I could feel the pressure like behind my eyes, like building up, and like the lights were like super bright. Like the shit was weird. I was like, oh nah, I ain't
Was it
playing with this
sexy at
shit.
least? No.
I didn't like
Sexy
the
high?
feeling. No, I mean we we did what we did, but like the initial feeling was not like cool. That's when I understood what that chemical shit is that they be selling. So all of that shit, that's why motherfuckers got to drink a lot of water when you on them shits, because if not, you're going to wake up with a headache, and then that's what it comes down to ultimately, because the shit just raises your fucking blood. Like it shoots all of the blood at like rapid speed through your body. It's fucking crazy.
Oh,
But that's that shit. Like that herbal shit is like more natural. It's like a natural stimulant. You know what I'm saying? Like
what's that? Sea moss.
same thing. Sea moss, but sea moss is like good just all the way around. Like you could take sea moss for 80 million different things. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen
Like
sea moss.
it's fucking dope. Like it's cool. Like and I did the research and everything and let me get back into it. But just buying all of the stuff, like even the black seed, that's been like my favorite because I don't like the taste of it. But if I buy the actual seed and cap it, I can take it that way and like not have to really endure the taste, I guess.
I have black seed and I didn't take it because it just tastes wild.
Yeah, that
I
shit's
have
crazy.
chlorophyll too, and I was like, I cannot. Like, I want to die right now.
Isn't
And they were like,
chlorophyll so chlorophyll comes from plants, right? Chloroform
yeah,
is what kidnappers use, right?
yes.
Okay. Because every time
You
when
planning
somebody
on
mentioned that shit, I'd be like, what is going on here? Like, what is what? Like, but okay,
you
now
plan
that
on
we got
kidnapping somebody?
no, I don't even like dealing with
Clarification.
the people I have to deal with. Why would I go and
That's
take
funny.
somebody?
I'm gonna kidnap you and I'm gonna kidnap you and drop you off somewhere.
Like for real, let's be real here. Oh, and I did before I did want to give a shout out to all of the new followers and listeners. The engagement has been going crazy these past
The honey
couple
pack
weeks.
people.
Yeah, honey packing it. The honey pack people. I like that one.
They could be the Joneses because there's a lot of us.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Joneses.
there's a million Joneses. Any phone book. Phone book. How old am I?
Jesus.
Phone book. What's
Yeah,
that?
we'll figure out a little name for our clique. We got to bring that back. We got to start rejuvenating certain shit. You got to have a little clan out here. Well, not a clan, a tribe. Remember, my family was trying to do that shit for it's family reunion, right? So everybody they're trying to figure out based off of who comes from where, right? So like basically my grandfather would be our beginning. So that would be our tribe. And then you would have this tribe and his cousin's tribe, all of that shit, right? And everybody under them will fall under that tribe. These old Southern black folks kept trying to use the word clan. And us young folks are like, that's not going to fly. Like, can we not use the word clan? And they saw nothing wrong with it. They were like, what do you mean? We're like, are you fucking serious?
Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah. And it took for us young heads to be like, nah, let's use a different word. How about tribe? And they were like, what's wrong with clan? And it's like, just, like, come on now. Like, do we got to say it?
That's like calling you a Negro.
Yeah.
Niggers.
It's like, do we got to say
I
it?
look.
Exactly.
I barely want to be Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Negro and nigga, but God, Negroes.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta
But
go plant. Now I gotta go plant cotton.
yeah, exactly. And pick it. I got to plant it and pick it. But no, it was funny
Or else the
because,
clan gonna get you.
yeah, well, the clan was getting people for
Ah,
other shit. I always
ah.
thought that was weird. Like, that's like the most cowardice shit ever. Like, I want to fight you, but you ain't going to see my face. Like, nah, nigga, let me see who you are so I know who I'm punching in the face.
No, throw rocks and hide your hands.
Yeah, I guess that is the epitome of it. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's what. Punks jump up to get. Well, they don't jump up to get beat down because.
Yeah, no. How are you doing though? You said you survived. I almost didn't survive the other night. Oh, excuse me.
Oh no.
I took an edible and I was
Oh
feeling
man.
really
I
good.
want an edible to do that to me. How do I sound?
Nah.
I want I want an edible to have me like on my like hands and knees and like staring at
What is wrong with you?
I want to stare at the hardwood floor like real hard,
Oh my
or
god.
like inspect the beauty of a tomato. I
Yo,
don't know.
that is nuts. Nah, but I took a piece of it thinking, all right, take a small amount. And
Of course,
thinking,
take more.
then yeah, exactly, right before bed. And like
Faster, faster.
I was watching this movie on Netflix called The Ice Road, right? Shit was really good. I was mad they killed Lawrence Fishburne off in like the first 45 minutes. I was like, that's fucked up. It's kind of racist, but whatever.
Oh,
But the shit was such a good movie at the fucking peak where it was like adrenaline is at full max pumping. The fucking power goes out. right?
That shit's crazy.
And I'm like so high that I was like, no, I was like, nah, we gotta,
Oh,
I
you in the
gotta
dark?
finish this. Nah, the dark didn't scare me. But I was like, nah, we gotta finish this. Like, fuck that. Like, but and then like it came back on for a second, then it went off, and I was like, fuck. I was so pissed. I was like, there's no way. So I just went to sleep. Well, I told myself I was going to sleep. When I tell you I was in for a ride, that shit just like a gear shifted and fucking the blankets didn't feel comfortable. Like nothing was comfortable. But I had to just lay there. And as I'm laying there, I don't know what the hell my brain was doing. But I woke up because the power went out again. And then one of the cameras fell. So it fucking scared the shit out of me. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, I got a fucking headache. Like all I remember is trying to go to sleep and then just waking up with this fucking headache. And I was like, fuck that edible.
Oh man, everybody has like a wild ass story about edibles, and I've never like in Cali. My brother and I went to a dispensary before to the airport because I was like, "Yo, let me get right," and I'd be excited to do edibles, and they got like the whole shit where you walk in, it's like mad fucking cases of shit, and everybody look all happy and peaceful, and like try shit for like this is like $1 and 2 for 1, and like all like, and the girls are pretty, and I got my little bag of shit. I got to the airport, and I took maybe I was high. I took some in the car, and then I got to the airport, and I was like, "Well, wait, because they might see the candy and notice the candy wrapper don't look like regular candy, although it does look like regular candy." And like,
Oh yeah, you was definitely stoned out of your fucking
I
mind.
had the marshmallow. I love a marshmallow treat, so I had a marshmallow treat. I had like 2 lollipops. I had like some hard candy and like a cookie.
Yo, you was wilding. And
Why?
so you took all of that in one day? Or that's what you bought?
No,
Or you
I
purchased?
bought I bought it. I took a hard candy and then some of the cookie, and then we smoked on the way to the airport. But then I got paranoid, and I was like, maybe I should just like,
Oh, you was I see what's going on. Yeah, I would be paranoid too. What the hell is wrong with you? You're not supposed to smoke before you go to the
why?
airport. That's the worst
My
thing to
God.
do. I mean, because every time you do it, you just feel even more. I mean, unless you like, well, we figured this out last week. You are a thrill seeker, so I think you like the adrenaline rush.
I
And
am not.
I just put
I
two and two
refuse
together.
to acknowledge thrill seekingness.
Nah, that shit. It's like it's a different type of high. I think I did that once, and I was like standing there so high that I was like, "Holy shit!" I didn't. Like, you're just
I was
standing
okay
in
in the
line,
air. I
like,
thought I thought I was gonna trip because I have anxiety about tripping,
mm,
but never trip the way I think I'm gonna trip, which is like normal. I have like anxiety about my version of shit that's gonna happen, which is nowhere near what actually happens. Like I have this complicated ass thought in my head, and things always be like real simple. But I was in the airport, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta like stand here, I gotta find a seat, and I'm like super thinking. I didn't equate that to being high though.
oh, you just thought you was in your bag. You thought
I
you
just
was
had like
killing it.
I had a hellified nap on the airplane coming from back from Cali.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
long ass flight. I had a good ass nap,
What is it?
but I
Five
wasn't
hours?
like 7. It's 7. It's like 7 hours, but it's going back in time
Ah,
or
that's right.
going
That's
forward in
right. That's
time.
right. So
So it's
like
not
six
really.
hours
It's
or
not like
something.
literally. But yeah, my well, what is my version of being super high?
I don't know. That's a good
I think
question. I
I gotta
just
think
know
about
like
it.
I do the same thing, but I overanalyze shit, which is probably why I like people watching because I can sit there and just break it down to the, especially if it's something interesting, you can just sit there and get really involved into the shit mentally, to where as though you're like unpacking shit that probably ain't even there, but it's you're here
I
now, so
think so.
fuck it.
But
Yeah,
I think it's
I'm
true. So
sold, so it doesn't even matter. And that's like one of the elements of being like super hot. And then you're like mad quiet because you're just sitting there. And then you want to say something, but you're just like, fuck it. And then everybody's like, are you all right? Yeah, I'm just high.
I would be like that in Brooklyn. I would be high, like off the fucking me hooks high. And I would just be like laying there, my arms crossed across my chest, and I'm just looking at the ceiling, and I'm just like all the thoughts.
Yeah.
And I like thinking. I love like thinking is
But now
like
you're just overthinking.
I'm overthinking, but it's still like I'm watching a movie go mad fast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, this and that, and what about this? And I'm enjoying the extra thoughts because thinking is entertaining to me. And I wouldn't want to talk. I wouldn't want to move. And I'm like, the bed feels amazing. The breeze feels amazing. I guess that is being high.
Yeah, I was just
Super
like,
high.
I was sitting here floating along with you. I was like, yeah, that sounds amazing. I don't know what the hell's wrong with her, other
I
than
can
the
hear the
fact that
fan.
the brain is just like in overdrive now, which is probably why we get quiet, because it's like I'm in overdrive. Like this shit ain't even, oh, excuse me, about shit right now.
If I could explain, if I could show people my thoughts, would they be interested or scared?
Probably a mix of both, but you also got
Eh,
to think about it. Excuse me. You also got to think about it like this too. When you write, right? Like when you put your stories and shit. Because I started reading that piece that you sent, the something about street meat or something. Pause,
yes.
if applicable. I don't know. That was
Hush.
kind of weird because I was like reading. I'm like, and like the article went with the whole like theme or whatever. But I was reading that, so like yeah, people can see your thoughts in a sense and appreciate it for what it is. Now, if they could see it in person, like if it was like real life action shit, like you could project some
That's
shit into
crazy.
somebody's fucking vision and they see it and like that would be wild. See, that's the type of shit I come up with when I'm high. That's why I'd be like, I don't see what the problem is. If everybody was able to get stoned, I think we might have a lot more nice people. But then again, there's mad motherfuckers out there with chemical imbalances, so squash that.
I think we should have weed.
I think so
I
too.
think less alcohol and more weed because
Right.
alcohol causes people to be off the fucking. They go off the cliff with that.
I'm feeling judged right now.
Oh,
I have a beer that's open. I was like, I mean,
I'm
but
drinking vodka. What are you saying? Cheers, man.
oh,
Cheers.
cheers, salute, motherfucker. Goddamn. Shit, I didn't know you was poured up too. I thought I was like being on the low over here. Like, all right, I'm gonna have one
Never,
beer.
you're never, baby. You're never alone. You got a friend in me.
That is true. That is true. Speaking of friends, let's get into the word on the street. So, word on the street is Kel Mitchell from Keenan and Kel, all that. What was that movie that they did? The something about a
Good
burger,
burger.
Good Burger. He was on Shannon Sharp podcast, which is crazy. So Club Shay Shay has been going crazy this year. I got to give it up for Club Shay Shay. Now, the name really doesn't sit right with me because it feels like mad 80s like punkish type, you know what I'm
The
saying?
Shay
Like,
Shay.
yeah, it's like it's a little weird. Like, I don't know if I would, if I saw that club, like I don't know if I would walk into that club like on some old like First Choice. Like, not on some old like I'm scared, but like nah, this doesn't sound like it's popping. It sounds like it's a lot of Shay Shay going on up in here for whatever that is. Anyway, so he's been having a great year, and all of these episodes of these people who are like, in a sense, whether childhood legends or star super whatever, Kel's up there telling the world that his ex-wife got pregnant twice by somebody else, and he stayed with her twice. Where's my damn phone at? I want to play the clip. You want to hear the clip first before we?
I want to hear the clip. I
All
want to
right.
hear the clip.
You
I
want
don't
to hear the
believe it.
clip? You don't believe it? All right, hold on a second. Let me log into the Twitter. I don't know who's calling it X, but it doesn't work. So I wish y'all would stop doing that. Y'all can leave the logo up. It's cool. Like, I ain't hating on none of that. But what we ain't gonna do is call it X. That we're not doing. All right, here we go. Incoming.
Again?
Yeah.
While y'all were together?
She had gotten pregnant, other things, and it just got to a point.
She had gotten pregnant again?
Yeah.
While y'all were together?
Yeah.
And it wasn't you?
Not with me.
Ah, come on,
No,
Cal.
It wasn't me. It wasn't.
And you stuck around?
Yeah, I stuck around.
What?
But here's the thing. These were things that were being revealed.
She
throughout the
telling you
process.
this?
No.
How did you find?
She had gotten pregnant.
So that hit the internet last night. And let me tell you, so my first instinct was, bitch, no. Right? Like, I don't give no. Like, hell no.
Yeah,
It's
what are
all of
you
the
doing? Some
no's.
like random ass baby that like who the fuck who kid is this? Like
Yeah. No, so that was weird. And then like it really I guess like the deeper conversation would be because there were a lot of people that were saying what they would or wouldn't do. A lot of women trolling men talking about, so, oh, that's a real king. Like, yeah, right. Yeah, okay. But like, so for like, I guess in your marriage, what would be a deal breaker? For me, that's one of them. Like,
everything.
that's up there with like, well, some people are into that shit. Some people are maybe into being cucked. Maybe that was his thing. Like, I don't want to kink shame or any of that, but like, what's a deal breaker? That for me, definitely a deal breaker. You ain't bringing home nobody else's kids, no puppies,
Man, we'll be here all
no
day.
fucking diseases. Like, all there's a top 5 things that you're just not. That's a deal breaker. Fuck that shit.
De- Deal breakers is like chronically unemployed.
Mm,
A deal breaker is being distrustful. I gotta figure out shit and play detective up in this motherfucker.
mm.
I'm gonna drive both of us crazy because I'm gonna figure it out. I'm going to fucking surveil.
Right, right, right,
Then
right.
then
I see
there's
what you're
the
saying.
insult. Like I'm cool as fuck. Like we could have a conversation about whatever. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be an easy conversation or a safe conversation for you necessarily, but we can have the conversation. Just like get the fuck out here. But when I have to like backdoor some bullshit, no, the house gonna burn down. So why
Okay.
would you make me even have to go commit like a homicide? Extra fucking kids because I don't want to be bothered with the kids I got.
Exactly. That's my whole thought process too.
And then here the fuck you come with extra and niggas be having the audacity to not even get a bitch on a better fucking scale than you. Get some if did the bitch got a bag? Does the
Mm.
bitch have a bag? Cause call your baby
So hold
mama.
up.
We
Would
go.
that
Get
change the
get your
landscape for
get your
you?
daughter. Well, you ain't had your daughter here. Call her so she can come over and we could get some money and whatever.
Hold on,
But
but
it
that
be
changes the
some bitch in the
landscape for you.
projects. It be a bitch in the project with 8 other kids and you give her baby number 9
Mm.
and now half our income is going out the fucking house
Right,
because
right,
this
right,
bitch
right,
don't
right.
work.
That's crazy.
And my kids wearing Payless with the light ups and shit, and we can't get like
Oh,
regular sneakers
the
because
attack
you
force
this
joints.
because you pick a homely old hungry bitch.
Damn,
Yeah, dip your dick in something fucking quality.
this is true. This is true. I mean,
Upgrade the family if you out there. But that I'm not ain't nobody sliding me across the motherfucking floor.
mm.
I might slide the nigga across the floor. So it happens.
Hold on.
But
So
like
you
this
talking about violence, domestic violence, one way? Like you would be able to go up top on a dude, but
oh
no.
no, we slide each other, which is
Oh,
not healthy, of course. I don't suggest anybody do it.
oh, yeah, definitely
I'm
don't do
still
that.
I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress.
That is insane.
But no, a nigga can't just be sliding me across the floor every
Like a
Friday
mop.
night because he mad.
Yo,
That was
that was fucked up.
that
That
used to
was
be
a bad
people's
joke,
that
yo.
was people's lives.
Oh
Like,
shit, that was a bad joke.
yo,
Just leave
I
that
hear
alone.
stories. I'm like, yo, what you mean? Yeah, what you mean your grandfather flung hot grits on a bitch?
Mm.
And then he's down the stairs. And then he did what with the
But that's
gun?
how they was
And then he
acting
did
back in the
what?
day.
Like every Friday there's a fucking wild ass fight, like no, because shit happens, and you get like extra, and you got alcohol, and you got stress, and you got immaturity, and all
Yeah,
this, and things happen. We talking about like nigga, we've been married 10 years. Like, why
I went through
can you
that.
not like blacken my eye, please? So like regular domestic violence, the way some people be having it going on in their life, hell no, because I'm gonna kill you, you gonna kill me, somebody gonna be dead. That's not
Right.
healthy.
No, it isn't.
Four. Four is sabotaging shit.
Elaborate.
Sabotaging shit. It's when you are a type of person. You project you onto other people, so you think like, oh, everybody would help a child in need. Everybody would be kind to animals. Everybody would try to go and accomplish things and move up in life and have goals and things.
Right, right.
You don't realize that you might be that motherfucker, and the person that you're with
It's the
resents you.
opposite. Mm.
They resent you for having goals. They resent you for being able to accomplish goals. They resent you for them not having goals. Like motherfuckers be fucked in the head, but you don't know it, and you really don't know how fucked up people are in the head.
A lot of the
Like a
shit that you're saying, it definitely has more, I guess, more of a psychological effect on the relationship as a whole, right? Because most
how
people
am I
look at
saving money and
emotional
you go
shit,
spend it on bullshit? And I've been in these relationships.
right? But still,
Like
like
nigga,
years of that shit will take a toll on you, like
where are we
mentally
going?
and emotionally, or physically too, because fucking stress will
I'm
break your
working two
body
jobs
down.
to keep up with basic bills because you take the money and go gambling. Oh, I don't date gamblers. Like that's not like that. Like certain shit. Like that scratch off shit. That shit's weird to me. That you might. I'd rather you like give the money to like a homeless person.
Holy shit! But what if they went on a scratch off? Now I'm mad. I done gave this motherfucker $5 and he go buy a scratch off and he win five
And he
thousand.
get the $1 million ticket. He can stay
Yeah,
his
like
ass.
I want to.
Get the
Yeah,
ticket back.
exactly. Oh, so that's a good question. So let's so so that question went around. It's one of those Twitter questions or whatever, right? So the thing it says, if your homie loans you $200, but you won and you win $200 million, right? Which is crazy, but all right, fuck it, we're there. How much
I
would
want
you
200 million.
give the friend, right? And I'd be like, my thing was the initial $200,
Oh,
right? Like,
yeah.
no, they're saying give. I said like I would put something extra on top, but like I'm not necessarily obligated to split any of these winnings unless we
Well, you gonna give
negotiated
him
that
back?
beforehand.
You gonna pay back what you owe?
Yeah, because look, if I don't make the 200 million, I still got to pay him $200.
Yeah.
So it
I
doesn't matter. And if he doesn't know what I'm spending the money, like there's so many different variables here. Like I don't like the whole fact that people are like, oh, that's fucked up. Like, how is that fucked up? Like the reality of it is this is what we agreed upon. Like if we agreed upon whatever I win, I'll break you off something, which most people probably do anyway. But who is letting somebody know what they're doing with $200? If you got to borrow, and that's how I look at it too. Like if I got to borrow $200 from you, like it's somebody who I know and I trust, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look out for you when I get this 200 back. Not if I freaking hit the lick and now I got
ain't
to
got nothing to
bust
do with
down.
you.
Like, nah, come on, bro.
Well, I do in my personal life ain't got nothing to do with you, bro.
Exactly. So like, and niggas was looking at me sideways like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. It's like, no, it's not. Like, unless we negotiated this in the beginning, you're not entitled. Because if I don't even, if whatever I do with the $200, at the end of the day, whatever I come back with doesn't matter because I still owe you the $200. So why are
I'm a
you
grown ass
concerned with any
man and we
sort of
accept.
profit or loss on the
That's
$200?
like that's like giving money to people in the street and they're like, oh, they're gonna go buy liquor with it. They're like, don't fucking concern yourself with what a
Yeah,
motherfucker do. If you gonna give them $5, they gonna get toilet tissue. They gonna get a fucking bottle of liquor. Like, oh yeah,
exactly. If you
don't
give it
concern
away,
yourself.
you
They
don't you
grown.
don't get exactly you don't get to determine what somebody does with the money you give to them. Like, fuck it. Like if you
Oh, oh.
so
You're right on the principle. You're right.
yeah.
Why do I know for a fact this nigga would say the exact same shit? This motherfucker.
Because it's reality. Like
He is cold. He is cold with it, and I love
that's
it because
not
that motherfucker
cold
stand
though.
on business if he don't do nothing. Like, nah, motherfucker gonna borrow from me. That's all right. You ain't gotta pay me back. You gonna need me again though,
Right.
and then I'm gonna tell you that you can't get shit from me because you
Right.
thought this was
Especially
the
if you
game.
don't
I
if you
was
don't
like, you
pay me
gonna tell
back.
him?
Yeah, you gotta tell motherfuckers that. You just
I
gotta
would
be
tell him. I would ignore them. But y'all
yeah.
niggas was like, no, I tell a motherfucker, you
Nah,
fucked up.
sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know where you stand now. Like real facts. Sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know where you stand.
Oh my
But
God.
nah, that's how it is.
And
That's
now that
how
I'm
it
thinking
should
about
be.
it, Sandy would do the same shit. She's a Taurus. Sandy would stand there and wag her fucking finger at motherfucker and say the most. And
Yeah.
I'll be over here like, oh,
But
uh,
you also gotta realize the amount of shit that motherfuckers don't say. Like, I don't know about most, but
Oh,
like me, I'm one of those motherfuckers. Like, if I'm saying something, there's a lot of things that I could have said, but I'm like
he
being
said, I
nice
be trying
about
to
it.
be nice.
Right.
He
I'm
was like,
being nice
I'm trying
about
to
it.
be nice.
And I'm going to say what I need to say and go about my business before this goes a whole nother way. Like, that's just where I stand with things.
Jesus.
Whatever, man.
Goats are peaceful. We do our dirt and quietly and shit.
No,
Like,
goats are not peaceful. First of all, goats are fucking crazy. Especially those little ones, those little motherfuckers that be hopping and shit. Ding, 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 them little motherfuckers. Y'all, I
yo, you
mean,
see this motherfucker walk up a wall?
yeah, that is crazy. That is pretty impressive. I've yet to
I
see
think.
one of you Capricorns that could actually do that. So
Hey.
this whole goat thing is not working out so
Hey,
much for
hey,
y'all.
hey, hey.
Like, nah.
It's not for everybody to see though.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
What's my number five? Cheating. Like on some like the way I see motherfuckers cheating, like, girl, where your nigga at? Oh, he out there with that bitch. Like, what you mean? Like, how you
Oh,
know
you
the bitch
mean like
name and you know where
just,
she live at? And like this nigga live here, like he live there. Like, what?
yeah, that's one.
You drive past a bitch house, your car sitting outside. Like, why is this bitch a part of your fucking relationship? Like, what is going on? If you happen to fall into some pussy, it happens. It happens. And certain shit is like, I mean, okay, because it's more so like how you interrupting my life
Right.
with other shit, with outside shit. So you fell in some pussy. I know, I don't know, whatever. I could deal with it. But no, bitch, I'm getting my credit card bill and you got fucking Victoria's Secret or some shit, and I ain't get no Victoria's Secret
Oh yeah.
on my credit card bill.
Yeah. Nah. That's all right. That's blatant. That's blatant disrespect.
Yo, and people do like if you hear chicks complaining, I be listening to like he be out here and you feel like you want to tell me your business, go ahead. And I'll be like listening, like in my head, I'll be like, the fuck? Like I can't even describe the type of felon time I'd have. Listen to some people and their stories. Because what type of
Yeah, nah,
reaction
people go
is
through
there
some
but
shit.
for burned down life? Like, no, you and your whole bloodline gotta go.
Yeah. Nah. I'm with
With
you.
certain shit.
I'm with you. That was like
And no, and a late number 6, piggybacking on the cheating, is bringing home some itchy scratchy.
oh yeah.
That I can't get rid the itchy scratchy that I can't put the patch on for.
Ooh.
The itchy scratchy that makes me part of a
The
database.
the unforgettables. That's the
Oh,
unforgettables. Nah,
the
that's
gift that keeps on giving. The
yeah.
no. Oh,
Nah, that's not
you
cool.
dragging your dick around so much that you got like
Scabs.
your shit
You got
your shit
scabies.
deteriorating. Yeah.
Ugh. Oh my god.
Because people do it. My babysitter when I was younger,
What?
she had she got saved and got out the street and stopped getting high. Her husband got out the street, stopped getting high, but he's
But
still
ain't
dragging his
stop.
dick around
Right.
outside and brought home HIV. And he
Wow.
still walked around healthy and she been dead.
Wow.
And that was a conversation she had with me. She was like, men do a lot. She was like, don't even play with it like that. Like, don't let these
Holy
niggas play in your
shit.
face like that. Like ignoring the reality of what certain men be out here doing will have you sitting here planning your death. And I was like, that's nuts. Cause she was about 50.
Damn. That's deep.
Eh.
I don't know.
So those are my 5 non-negotiables, baby. I'm out here. I'm not certain shit. What's your 5 non-negotiables? Same shit.
Yeah,
Extra baby.
basically. Yeah, nah, like violence. Yeah, like I don't like that. Definitely like anything from the outside world, anything that's going to make me look really, really crazy. Like all of that. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm super petty, so like it's definitely a wide blanket of like things. Like I'm the wrong one to ask
Sneezing
this
without saying
question. I'm sure I keep getting the wrong fucking prompt. Fucking
Yeah.
done.
You put
Holy
a bitch
shit.
out for like all type of shit. She used the same teabag twice.
I'm just saying, man.
The fuck?
Like, yeah, like I'm the wrong one to ask this. I was thinking about it too. Right as I was about to say, I was like, yeah, it's a wide blanket. Like I don't fuck with a lot of shit, but I'm learning. I'm trying to be a better person. But
You the
this
married
shit right
one?
here,
Like,
yeah. But so that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be a better person. Okay.
oh, he was like, I'm working on it.
Yeah. As we
On the job
speak,
training.
exactly.
On the job-
Nah, but for real though, I mean, this right here is just like the top of the list. I would say that, and then like the itchy scratchies, like all of that shit that like entitled anything that'll get us here is probably something that is a non-negotiable. So
Mhm.
with that being said, nah, that shit's fucked up. I was upset when I heard that. Now, you were saying that. Well, no, you weren't saying his ex. The ex-wife actually spoke too. I think I found her on TikTok. But it got like mad
She
music
everywhere.
behind it and shit. Like I don't like that
She
shit.
all over the place.
Yeah, she is. I just want to see her say what she got to say, and we can keep it moving. Well, let's see. Is this it?
Because I have OCD and I hate it when people touch my things or wear my things. And I was really pissed off too because he had his, man parts in my briefs, in my dang briefs. He kind of did a joke and, he did his little hawushka hot to go at some little cheer. And it was kind of funny, but like, again, it was still weird. I think Nick left in my things. Like, Nick got out of there so quick. He got out of there so quick and fast. And then when Kel was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, it won't happen again. Nick won't come over unless you're here or something like that. And when I think about it now, that's very weird that he would say that. Like Nick can't come to the house unless you're here. Like, I mean, I'm just in hindsight. This is all in hindsight. Back then, I just was like, all right, like, okay. I mean, I believed him. I believed that, Kel told me that he was just joking around. And I mean, I have seen them both in sketch comedy wearing women's clothing. So I didn't think that was so strange. But once again, this was way back in the day. I was 18 years old and I didn't even really know about like bisexuality or people that were bisexual or, what that meant. I just thought it was just gay and straight. And I thought Kel was straight. I thought they put on women's clothing I was pissed off at the fact that he had on my...
Okay, so what she was just talking about there was apparently Nick Cannon was caught, and she caught them in bed, and Nick Cannon had on her cheerleader outfit.
That should sound crazy.
That's crazy.
That was nuts.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like, and so
cheerleading
that
outfit?
whole thing, yeah, so that whole thing was just her going off on a tangent about like the weird shit that he would do. Which once again, I mean, okay, if y'all were allowed to like sleep around or do whatever weird shit, then say that. Like don't sit there and make it seem like, all right, he said that you got pregnant twice, and all of the men in the world are looking at you like, hold up, you did what? And now you're like,
Like, how'd that happen? Yeah, how'd that
yeah.
happen?
It's like, hold up, but wait a minute, but you did, like, it ain't about what he did. Like, you said what? And that, and it's like, but it is interesting because it's like, this is some messy shit. Like, I don't know. I think it's weird. I think it's weird all the way around. I think it's weird they even revealed that on a podcast. Like, motherfuckers is, like, I'm starting to believe, like, the black people ain't beating them podcast allegations. I just want to go on record to say that because every day niggas is just proving more and more and more they should have never gave us microphones.
That goes together though, because it's like motherfuckers that be having the shit they should hide be the first motherfuckers trying to tell it.
Mm.
And then you be like, what the fuck? Like I guess there's deviant
Yes.
and then there's crazy or sociopath or nuts or bananas or whatever the fuck the word is, where you do the weirdest shit and you talk about it. Like the homophobic shit.
Oh, yeah.
You could disagree with it, okay, fine, but you could disagree with that, eating pork, fucking, whatever, like paying
Right.
taxes for school kids that you don't have kids. You could disagree about a shitload of things.
Right.
It's the way you disagree about it, and the level in which you disagree about it, and the obsession of you disagreeing about it. So it's like, out of all the things to say, why is that a thing to say? Because that if you want to make somebody else look crazy or look bad, did you not realize it You were attached to them
Right.
in this comment when you could also just shut the fuck up.
That too. You could.
So like a deviant would have all type of shit going on in the background, but
Is that
you
like
wouldn't know unless you figure it out.
one of those like embarrassment kinks or whatever? Like where people like want to be like
Yeah,
embarrassed?
yeah,
That's so weird, man.
kinda. Cause how do you why
I
unless
mean,
you
I
in
ain't
court?
judging nobody, but it's a great
Like,
conversation because it's like, what, nigga, you did what?
but this is your interview, and this is your marriage from like years ago. So be like, oh, things didn't work out. We were young.
Right. Yeah, young
With
and
age comes
wilding.
maturity. I was in Hollywood, lots going on.
Nigga,
We were
you was
just
doing the
kids.
most. He
And
was
then
out
just
there
go to
with
the
Big
next
Touchy.
question.
Wasn't he out there with Big Touchy? Yeah, he was part of Big
Oh
Touchy's
man,
group,
the big touch, yeah,
the Big
big
Touch.
touchy. The what? It was a lot of big touchies out there.
Yeah, but he was part of that Nickelodeon touch.
I wonder if they got targeted because they were black boys,
Possibly.
or more so targeted because they were black boys.
Probably. Probably one of those probably some sick twisted fetish, but also uh preying on the fact that, if they did come from like not a rich family, that all right, yeah, we're gonna give you everything. Because I remember there was one kid. I didn't watch that doc, which was I guess because I found it too weird. Which is also weird because I'm watching the Kevin Spacey doc. But I guess like people doing shit to kids just doesn't sit well with me. But anyway, from what I gathered, there was a mom who didn't let her son get caught up in that. And like I guess he didn't work in Nickelodeon again. And like they told her that,
Hmm.
like, oh, if you do this, and she was like, yeah, well, this doesn't seem right, so no, we're not doing this. And he was the one kid that actually nothing happened to, or
It
maybe
was a
I don't
black
know.
kid who was
Yeah,
like, oh, so and so wanted to touch on my drawers, and I told him no, and that's why I left, and you ain't heard from me since.
something like that. Or the mom, something with the mom, because the mom was like not feeling. She was like, nah, we ain't, something ain't right. Like she wasn't just letting her kid stay with them alone without her being there. From what I gather, I think there was
There's
one.
a lot of isolation, and they'll use the
Yeah,
excuse that they're working with the kid
yeah,
and that the parent is distracting them.
right. And then
So
like
there's
the
a lot of isolation with that. So
yeah,
yeah, she did the right thing.
yeah. Which I always thought was weird too. Like, hold up, nah, if my kid's gonna be on set, I'm gonna be right here too. I can be quiet. I know how to just watch them. Like, no, how do you as a parent let your kid go away with somebody and you just be like, all right, yeah, no, they're gonna take care of them. Like, hold up, what? Like, yeah, nah, that just never set well with me. But, I ain't here to blame nobody or shame nobody, but I gotta watch the motherfucking kids, man. Shit, fuck you had them for.
Well, I had my little eyeballs all over the internet, and it said that the wife was a beard.
What's that? Is that the
A beard?
yeah, is that
That's the gays. The gays be acting straight.
I thought it was a bear. Like I thought when
A
people
be-
said it was like a bear. That's what like the wife cover is like a fake wife, right?
Can you use that in a sentence, please? It's a beard. No, it's a beard like on your face,
Ah,
like whiskers. It's a beard.
okay, it makes sense now. Disguise, duh.
You so funny.
I deserve a lashing for that.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird though.
yeah.
I really thought it was
I
beer.
I heard the wife was a beard. And
Okay.
at that age, that would make sense because people are so busy with you. Like
Yeah, you weren't able to come out and
they
be
want you to show
open.
up. They want you to
Right.
show up the way they want you to show up. So like, okay, well, I'll just like grab this human and just like uh have her acting in my life according to what I need her to do. What
Mm.
in the world?
Holy shit. Are they shooting?
Brick City.
They
That
out
was a
there
car
really
accident.
shooting?
That was a car.
Oh, all right. Somebody car backfiring.
Like a
Goddamn.
motherfucker.
They need to change them goddamn fucking spark plugs. That's what they need to do.
A lot of people are beards though. Like there's a lot of couples, but you wouldn't know it unless somebody told you.
Right.
But
Which is fine. I
they
don't
even got
care.
they
Don't
got
tell me.
kids.
I don't want to
They'll
know.
even they'll even have kids because if you actually think about it, like 2 kids equals sex twice.
Mm. This is true.
You presume that they're having like regular sex for their own benefit,
Right.
but actually once you produce the kids, motherfucker be like, all right then.
Yeah. All right. Job's done. Well, that part's done. Now I'm
And you got
outside.
Christmas pictures, and you got a house, and you got
Yeah. Well, it's a
in-laws, and you got
business in a sense. Like they still run it as a business. Like, all right, we're gonna do the family shit and blah blah blah, whatever. But that's crazy.
yeah. And you're a dad, and nobody knows anything, and especially if you're gay, because if you're a gay man, like men spend time with men, so a lot of male dominant environments
Right.
are actually covers for gay activity.
That's wild. Now I don't want to be a
Ath-
part of no guys' night out.
Athletes, prison, the military.
Yeah, I knew I didn't like sports. I knew there was a reason. So I ain't being in this room with all these dudes. Motherfuckers getting undressed in the same room. Locker rooms were always weird to me. I don't like that shit.
Locker rooms are very weird.
Very, and they stink. But yeah, no, they
I
do.
don't know.
I
I've
mean,
not been
but
in a men's locker.
but they I mean, I'm sure women's locker rooms smell too. Like it's just a place where people are. There's clothes. People really don't have like good hygiene, so like
Here we go again. Like, people stink.
they do.
They do. Yo, what's up? On the side note, what's up with the fucking body deodorant?
What do you mean body deodorant? What's that?
They have deodorant. It's deodorant that you can use on all of your parts. Now I can be fresh and clean anytime, anywhere, and it's like a big ass thing of fucking deodorant for your underarms. But they're promoting it like you can use it anywhere.
So people out here rubbing like degree on their legs and shit.
Their ass and their fucking underarms and
Oh,
wherever
so
else
like
they're funky.
they're those parts, like the crevices.
Yes.
That's weird.
So there's like a whole product line out now about like body deodorant. Now you can be fresh and clean anytime. Fuck washing. I can be fresh and clean anytime. If I
Oh,
just like whip
I
out
think
some
we know
scented
who.
wax.
I think we know who that is.
We know whose
That's
market
market
is
is
for that.
for.
Them crackers.
That's exactly who that's for. That shit don't even sound like nothing niggas to do. Niggas is not. They're like, what? Like body deodorant? You mean like for your underarm, but for your body? Like, and you motherfuckers talk about y'all and wash y'all legs, man. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Y'all making me
They don't use
itch.
the washcloth and all that.
That is weird, man.
But they said the wife was a beard for Kel,
Mm.
which is cool. I mean,
Who's they?
you
Cite your
know,
sources.
I cannot because they're classified.
Okay.
But Lipstick Alley and fucking Reddit and everywhere else, everybody be at digging up through bullshit from fucking
Yo,
2005.
Reddit be having all the fucking information. If you ever want to
Lipstick
see
Alley be
anything,
having the ghetto information.
I've never been on that
I got
website.
a
Like,
couple
I'm
other
afraid
sites.
that it's
I
too
got a
much
couple other
like
sites.
TMZ or what was the other one? Media Takeout. Oh man, Media Takeout. Is that even still up?
Probably.
I'm afraid to go look at it on the internet. It might get my
There's
computer
older
a
message
virus.
boards though. There's real old message boards. So if you can find things that are like super old, either they're like buried where people didn't like wash it off the internet, or you gotta really look specifically to get yourself there. And that was before people had the ability to search the internet to find like names and shit. So people were like speaking freely.
Huh.
But they said, yeah, Kel is he out here.
Well, yeah, apparently Media Takeout is still up. All right. So clearly Kel's at the top. They got to fucking add to the watch. Man, if y'all don't get this shit out of here.
They're so ignorant. Media takeout is so fucking
Yeah.
ignorant. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not that black.
Oh, so his wife was an actress too. Taisha Hampton. With multiple side dudes. Damn.
Mm.
So they got the one son.
What if she was bringing home dick for them?
And the niggas just was.
Oh, plot twist.
That is a plot twist.
What if?
She got pregnant.
Yeah, she fathered. Yeah, she got. Yeah, how she get pregnant though? She was right there, and
Wow.
it was his turn. And
Oh shit. See what we not gonna do.
speaking. All right, talk about throwback Negroes. Eddie Winslow.
Eddie Winslow. So Eddie fucking Winslow was trending. And it's fucked up
He's doing it
because,
for the gram. He's doing it for the gram.
well, what's fucked up is Eddie Winslow is a character. He's not a real person. So Eddie Winslow, I mean, I don't even know how to explain this to those of you out there who've never heard of Family Matters, but it was a TV show way back when, and Eddie Winslow was one of the sons, but the real actor, his name is Darius McCrary. I think I said it right. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that nigga.
that nigga is, well, he's trending because he's about to do OnlyFans. And it's not just that he's about to do OnlyFans, but he's doing it with Sidney Starr. Now, I don't know if you know who Sidney Starr is. Did you just say that?
Wait, I'm being irresponsible. Wait, that's a
Nah, yo.
trans woman.
Yes, that's who Sidney Starr is. Sidney Starr was actually on Love and Hip Hop, which is like, I guess their breakthrough moment of being accepting.
Negro soap opera.
Oh my God, it's so good though. Anyway,
Ew.
nah, I mean, I'm still sucked
I'm being
into
funny.
this
I'm being
thing.
no. I'm being funny.
I'm
I
so
have
invested
judgy.
in this mess. Nah, it's cool.
I will
Judge.
do. I will do the.
Judge
I will
away.
look. I will do the same shit and enjoy it, and then fucking judge the fuck out.
Oh no, I sit there and just judge everybody, but like I'm like invested in it now. Like but I think I'm on like my 9th season and some shit. I'm wilding. Anyway, so he's about to do OnlyFans with her. Now she has an OnlyFans, so I guess they're dating now. But this ain't new. Eddie been
But
a
they were
freaky ass
together
nigga.
before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they were. They were dating. That's what I thought too. I was like, they were dating back in the day. I thought, but I didn't. I wasn't about to jump out there on the timeline being like, "Nigga, this ain't news." But like, Eddie Winslow was trending, and it's just part of
She
this
pretty,
Hollywood
though.
shit.
She I mean, she pretty.
She don't look like a dude. If like
Damn.
for
I guess that's a version of saying she pretty. But yeah, she gives woman attractive woman,
right, but she's
which is the
she's
best that you could hope for.
very
considering.
messy. She's so messy, yo. She
Very
ruined
messy.
Chingy's career. She lied and said
Hell
that they had a relationship or they slept together and like it never happened, but the world turned on him, which is very homophobic, but right on brand for America.
I think he was out there in them streets though.
He might have been, but
In
that
the
one
rainbow
didn't
streets,
happen.
but not with her.
Right.
And that's not news. And
Yeah.
other than people like be weird about it. It's
Listen,
not
here's the
news.
thing though, right? And people probably look at me weird for saying it, but it's like if you know like creatives and you know artists in general, like they're just weird people. Like they do weird shit or what people would deem weird shit. And that's just them. Like
Alcohol, drugs, and weird sex.
yeah, it's like it just
And then we create. And
yeah,
then it's okay.
it's like it doesn't, and people don't understand it because everybody's so programmed to be like, walk this line and walk this way, and that's why I've never given a shit. Like, all right, people are going to do what the fuck they want to do. Like, I just knowing that that's who they are. Like, they're the creators. The creators are wild. They're outside. They have to experiment because if not, they don't really have any experience to speak from. And what better experience than fucking firsthand, right? Like, all right, dive in. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just thought it was interesting because had it not been Eddie Winslow, would we have given a shit about this OnlyFans thing?
You think it's a cash grab?
Yes, I
You
totally
think
think it's
they're beat and it's like, okay, I
yeah,
got one more. Shake the dice one last time.
yep. Because I mean,
Neither of them are spoken about. They're
No.
not popular.
no, and like I said, it was trending because everybody was like, "Yo, this is crazy." But like you said, us OGs that been around like in the social media area is like, this ain't new. Like, nigga, wasn't he dating or did he marry Superhead or they were dating, right?
They were together some type of way. I can't tell.
Or Corinne Steffens, whatever her name is. She been around and she's proud of her hornet, so good for her. Anyway, yeah, he was outside with her. So it's like he's a freaky ass nigga.
Oh, he's a 69 guy.
It's just, I mean, listen. I'm not mad at it. I just think I'm not mad at it. I just think that this is part of that Hollywood shit, right? Because it's like there's this unspoken thing about Hollywood, and this would tie into the next thing because I've been watching that Kevin Spacey Unmasked doc. I haven't finished it, so I can't dive too much into it. But like Family Matters. Remember the young girl? What was it, Judy? She ended up
Yes,
getting into porn, and that
I
was
saw
weird
her.
too. When it was like that was like a rumor, and then like when the internet became like this high speed fucking hangout place, like you were able to see it, and you were like, "Yo, this is fucking crazy," because it's like the girl went upstairs and never came down, and now we know what happened. It's like so these child stars they get kind of in a sense groomed into some of this shit, right? Or is it part of just being, well, I don't know if you can blame somebody going from being on TV to, or not even blame it, but just try to equate them being on TV and then going into porn to some sort of trauma. Maybe the motherfucker just needed to keep working.
It's partially that because it's all the porn was filmed in California, in Hollywood.
Right.
So a lot of the people who were production people in Hollywood would make their bills by working on low budget films, which should be like some funky ass. Uh, what was a low budget film? Night of the Living Dead.
Right. Any one of those where it's like, all right, we need
It's
somebody to
like
hold the
it's a
camera.
cult thing, and it
Yeah.
turned into something, and so that was like what you did.
Right,
Like
right.
sometimes you can get paid to be, you're a photographer, you're a singer, you're a clown, whatever the fuck. You do birthday parties, you do whatever the fuck they pay you to do,
Right,
and
right.
then in between, trying to like keep a roof over your head,
You gotta
then you
you
get
gotta
to
do
go
what you gotta
do
do to pay the
something
bills.
that's like a creative and yeah, but you gotta survive until somebody gives you some money to do something that you want to do. So California is like back and forth. What was
Mm.
it? There was a show, Happy Days? Happy Days
With the
with the
fines.
Fonzie.
Yeah.
With the Fonzie. There was a black kid on there. His name was Sticks.
Hold up,
Real
what?
skinny black kid.
I
I
don't think
saw
I
him in a
ever seen
porn.
any of those episodes.
I saw him in a porn. A-
Ah,
And I was like, oh, like he looked like he was super skinny, like super tall, super thin, and like I saw him in a porn, and I was like, oh, like what the hell? But a lot of people, that's how they made their living. So I don't know if it's. I think it's half and half.
okay. Yeah, because I mean, Family Matters was a hit show, which was like I guess they gave a false vision of what Chicago is, or maybe that's what it was like back in the day. But it was a good show. It's just as crazy to see him out here, and the fact that his real name isn't trending. So I guess that doesn't kind of hurt him in a sense. But what's like people who have this weird obsession with seeing celebrities, I guess, in a vulnerable state, because that would be kind of what that is, right?
Throwing rocks at him and shit at the zoo.
Yeah.
Ah, look at you, Fonzie. You're poor.
Like looking at the
But
motherfucker like literally on some old like I don't know. I just think it's weird because like I said, if he wasn't Eddie Winslow, would people be this invested into it? I don't think so.
no, because well, to me, anybody that follows pop culture to the extent that people do, it's something about you where you're invested in other people's lives, even though the lives are fake.
Right.
These would be the same motherfuckers that, like back in the day, you're outside gossiping about who at church, who in the neighborhood. It's always like common people talk about other people as engagement. It's entertainment, and then to hear somebody else is having, like you said, a vulnerable time. People get pleasure in that because it's like it makes them feel like they're superior, or they get satisfaction on seeing somebody who they thought was like bigger than them being on the downward spiral.
Mm.
That's like a thing with people, and it's terrible because it's almost like with anything, especially with acting or anything in the public eye. There's like you go up, but as you go up, part of going up is coming down,
Yeah.
and there's almost more value in coming down than there is in going up. Not for you, because even like you said, Family Matters was like a good show, a big show, a popular show. It ran for many years. That doesn't necessarily equate into everybody being paid adequately.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
So
No, I was just saying that because I was like, well, it was like everybody. It was like a staple.
it's a thing, yeah.
Right,
Everybody
like
knows.
everybody remembers it at this. It came on at a certain time, certain channel. You know, we all sat down and watched it as a family. Now, in hindsight, yeah, we know a lot of people didn't get paid well for a lot of the shit. You know, and fucking goddamn Urkel was just out, or fucking even remember Screech. God bless his soul. I believe he passed away
Oh
a few
my,
years ago.
he fucking car wreck,
Yeah,
just everywhere.
it was like, you know, so a lot of like Hollywood just has a lot of weird shit going on inside of it that Eddie doing OnlyFans with Sidney Starr isn't that big of a deal. And here's the other thing: what if they're not even fucking? Nobody
Could
thought
be.
about that part.
It was some white girl actress who turned 18 or 21 or something, and she sold subscriptions for her OnlyFans like that day, and it was pictures of her in a bathing suit.
Oh, that's crazy.
She made
And
money like hand over fucking fist
that's
from
crazy.
all the weirdos waiting for her, like wanting to see her, and oh, she just turned 18.
Nah,
and
was it that? What was that Catch Me Outside girl? Right? You talking about her?
There's been several,
Oh, well, shit. Yeah. So fucking in the creeps, man.
and they get their money and whatever. So yeah, it could be you could be paying for OnlyFans, and they sitting there playing fucking spades,
Yikes.
which would be funny as fuck.
Yeah, it would be, but nah. I mean, it's just people. That shit is all weird. I mean, it's not weird like the transaction. Like, all right, people do that, but like waiting for somebody to turn like 18. Like those girls that did that shit, like they're just as fucked up as the guys that did it. But the only thing is, they're probably a little more smarter because they know that they're fucking creeps out there. So it's like, all right, well, watch this. Let me get this quick come up. Doesn't make it right though. I wouldn't say so.
So they're participating in their own exploitation.
Yeah, like especially if they know it. Like if somebody like blatantly knows that, hey, if I do A, B, and C, that'll get me to X, Y, and Z, and this is the outcome. Yeah, I would say that that's pretty smart. You know, like just to know your value in the world anyway is like super smart. Fuck that. Especially if you know that there are creeps out there that'll pay just to look at you. That's as weird as that sounds.
Baby, there's a whole fucking industry that you can get paid, and it has nothing to do with looking. You could people will buy your socks. People will buy your pantyhose. People will buy your underwear. People like
That's weird.
broke down, funky ass, beat ass sneakers that stink.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's like a whole industry anyway where that works. You just have to be willing to be, I guess, exploited.
In the mud.
Yeah.
You gotta be in the mud.
Listen, put on some thick skin and get out there and get dirty with it. Which, like I said, I understand like strippers. I understand like a lot of that because like that's a different type of environment you got to put yourself in, a different type of mindset you got to be in. Like all of that shit doesn't sound like it's worth the headache that comes with it. But hey, listen, if getting to the money is your main goal and you can compartmentalize a lot of that shit, then salute to you. I ain't mad at you.
Eddie Winslow. Why I didn't watch Family Matters. I didn't watch any fucking thing.
Yeah,
But-
we noticed. I was about to say, anything that had to do with black people, you didn't
Niggas.
watch it. You didn't watch it. You didn't watch it.
No, I didn't watch TV. Period. So I don't know anything
But
about.
that's not a bad
Dynasty.
thing. I mean, a lot of it was bullshit anyway. It gave us a false perception of how people were living. You know, like the Cosbys was supposed to be this perfect fucking family, but here's Bill fucking dropping Quaaludes in women's drinks and shit.
touching everybody sleep,
Yeah.
half dead.
Exactly. And then it's like, it's even weirder when you watch the show now in hindsight, and he was a gynecologist. a OBGYN.
Super
Like,
weird.
this shit
Super
was
fucking
wild.
weird.
Like, what the fuck was Bill really up to? Like, nigga was playing in your face. Basically, like, oh, I play with pussies all day long. Like, what are you talking about, Bill?
That
That
was
shit was
I was saying
crazy.
that earlier. Like people will they'll put shit out there that's
Mm-hmm.
actually a lot to do with like reality, but because people aren't willing to acknowledge the possibilities. There's such a fucking question mark behind anything derogatory, anything malicious, anything exploitative. Like there's a big ass question mark. No matter what type of facts, no type of evidence, witnesses, like there's never this place where like, oh yeah, he did it. There's always like, oh well, it could be. So
Right.
people play in your face.
Mm-hmm.
The Pied Piper leading kids out the village off to the place wherever the fuck the Pied Piper goes.
Yeah, but R. Kelly, he just got way too like arrogant with it. Like he was basically like, ain't nobody gonna stop me.
But it's been 20 years of him with the weird shit with
Yeah.
the little the undermining lyrics and
We
the
also got to
strange ass
remember
fucking
too, it's only
references.
been as of recent that motherfuckers have been actually listening to. When I say as of recent and people
Everything.
listening, it's like
Everything.
it's
He said
just
what?
the masses.
He
Like,
said who?
yeah, motherfuckers wasn't. These things have been like rumors. Like Wendy Williams was talking about a lot of this shit back in the day too, but motherfuckers just played it off like, oh, she crazy, and people lied and whatever.
The question mark. It's so the question mark. I'm like,
Exactly,
yeah, question mark, and people just move on. But I
exactly.
wonder why. I guess I can't say about like that show particularly because there were a lot of shows where people were really, really good, or had a long run, or were real
Right.
popular, and the actors didn't go off to do other things.
Yeah. Well, because it's just I guess like you said, the market is the market. Like, if you're not willing to take these little weird jobs in between, why the hell, like nobody's gonna hire you. You're not getting the big next 10 seasons coming up. Like that's just not around the corner. If it was, you would have been signed the deal already. So now we got this little scumbag role, or we got a sleazy role. We got something you can be working, but it's not the type of work you want to do. Because what was his name? Elvin. He was working at Trader Joe's not too long ago. Then
Hmm.
social media found him, and 50 went and put him on Power, one of those seasons. So it was cool. Like that worked out. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, motherfuckers was making fun of him. Like, but the man was like, I gotta fucking make
I
bank.
still got bills.
Yeah, I
Like
still got.
I like food and shelter. Like
Yeah.
the fuck.
The nigga was working at
Eh,
Trader Joe's too. They got the good food up in there.
I was working a job at I can't remember the name of this place. They did surveys for stock. Georgeson shareholder in
Hmm.
Manhattan on Wall Street. And I was working with a girl. I didn't know who she was, but other people were like, "Oh, she's an actress from such and such." And it was in between seasons, so she was waiting for them to start recording again, and she worked for like a month and she was gone.
Yeah, you still got the bills don't stop just because they call cut doesn't mean that the bills take a break. Nah, that's your break. You still got to figure out what to do in the meantime. But
Eddie Winslow slinging dick. He's not bad looking though.
I don't know.
I mean,
I mean,
no, he's not
listen,
a
that's peace.
I mean, I don't know. He's not a bad looking man. It's just it's weird that he didn't have other but maybe maybe he didn't pursue other
Right.
endeavors.
I mean, I think he was in a couple other. Nah, that was fucking Theo, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I think that was his name. He was the one that actually went off and did good for himself after that. Theo from the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Family Matters. That show was just cursed, probably.
Cursed.
Yeah, like I don't. There was a curse on it for whatever reason. Maybe I don't know. I'm just assuming. You didn't
It,
see anybody else in there except for goddamn, what was the big guy that they said was at Puff's house? The dad. What the hell was the goddamn dad's name?
I forgot, but the dad.
Yeah, fucking. God damn it! Now I'm fucking drawing a blank. Anyway, they said that he was at some Puff party getting wild. So it's like you don't know
That's
what to
crazy.
believe out here. Yeah, but listen, Hollywood. Kevin Spacey's been a weird fucking dude, like, and
Forever.
for-
Forever.
forever, ever. And it was like, even, it was just so funny because, like, I look at his kid pictures because his brother was in some, I was like, he looked like a fucking weirdo. Like, how did y'all not know that he was going to be into some weird shit? Like, look at him. He just had this look about him, just like, he's just plotting his next fucking scheme. Like, you see it. And, which is crazy because, like, he was a great actor. I enjoyed House of Cards. That was really good. And then when when they killed him off or whatever, that's when I was like really deep diving into it. Because I remember some allegations popped up over here and then in the UK.
In the UK.
And he beat the shit in the UK. I don't know whatever happened with the shit over here. But now this doc comes out and it's like all of these dudes just all having the same kind of conversation. Like, he was a wild boy. Like,
I was doing some research on him, and
I'm
I
only
was
2
looking-
episodes in, and this shit is wow.
I'm gonna watch it this weekend. I was just Googling and touching all over the internet, and I saw people commenting on the documentary and like older things about him. And they were like, it's always a straight male. It's always unexpected. Like, he doesn't proposition you like, hey, baby, come over later. Let's have some wine.
It's almost like
It's always like you're just chilling
Predator
and
and
he got his
Prey.
hand, he's feeling you up. You got his hand on your dick. Like,
yeah. One
and
dude said it happened on the scene of House of Cards. He said and they showed the scene too. Like, wait till you see it, you're gonna be like, yo, this shit is wild. Dude's like, he goes up and he says something into Kevin's ear, and then next thing you know, they're walking out the scene together, and then they go and they're behind the stage or whatever. And I guess he was telling him he was doing a good job, but he said
he just
wasn't
grabbed your
it?
dick.
He was rubbing it like with his finger
He
on
rubbed
some
your
like
dick. Yeah, they
on
said
some
he
extra
rubs
freaky shit.
he rubs the front of your pants.
Yeah, what a fucking creep. Like,
And
yo,
unexpected. I saw something about he bear hugs you. I saw
Yeah.
3 stories about he bear hugs you and humps you.
yeah, the guy's crazy. He like rubs his face all in your neck. Like, he's fucking weird, yo.
I saw where they keep him with females in his production crew
Nah, I
to
didn't get that far.
protect the males that are on the production crew.
That's crazy.
And there were females that could tell that the males were uncomfortable. Like, the males were like weird about being near him, around him, behind closed doors with him.
Yeah, he was crazy. Like, he tried to take something from one dude while his girlfriend was downstairs. Like, he did not give a fuck.
Well, I found that his brother said they were raised by the father who was abusive.
Yeah,
and
the
he was
father
a
was super
Nazi,
abusive. Yep, a Nazi.
a
Yeah,
Nazi
this shit was
supporter.
crazy.
They had Nazi meetings at their house.
Yep.
And the brother said the father was raping him.
Yeah, I don't think I got to that part yet.
And he threatened the father that he shouldn't touch Kevin or else.
Yeah, I didn't get to
And
that.
I
Like I
was
said,
like-
it was weird. And then, like, I was like 2 episodes in, or I ain't even finished the second episode because I was like, oh shit, I gotta go finish the Ice Road. That was like a good excuse to get out of that fucking dock because I was feeling mad uncomfortable. I was like, hold up, man, this shit is like, it's just too much sometimes. Like, when you hear certain shit, it's like how you were saying the other day, you don't like the storytelling or you don't like reading the what's the name. Some of the shit I like reading some smut from time to time. Like, I think it's pretty cool. Like, if people could really tell a story, not that like jumbo where it's just like you're just saying a bunch of shit. Like, nah, really tell
My
a
body
fucking story.
quivered. He touched
Yeah.
me and my body quivered.
Yeah, make it
I didn't know.
believable.
I
Like,
didn't know.
yeah, like quiver. You don't really quiver. Or maybe you do, but we don't. This ain't time for quivering. All right. So
What do you?
I don't know. Listen, sometimes my thoughts move faster than my
You just,
tongue.
bitch, you can't be quivering. Stop fucking
Yeah.
quivering, bitch.
That sounds crazy.
We only fucking rented the room
That's
for like 2 hours,
crazy. That
bitch.
was
Calm down
nuts.
with the quivering.
Holy shit. Nah, that sounds definitely on the level of Uncle Touchy. But point being is like there is a limit for me to where though it's like, all right, certain shit I could like watch, certain shit I could read. Just like, did you ever watch Baby Reindeer?
I did.
Okay, that shit was even wilder. Like, you talk about Hollywood, and that shit happened overseas. Like, the dude was getting them fucking high as shit. Oh man, he was just doing everything to the dude. And like, the dude had a trans girlfriend, but then he had the fucking stalker bitch. It was just like his life was turned all the way upside down. And she would always in her emails would always say, "Sent from my iPhone," but she didn't have an iPhone.
That shit crazy.
Yo, I was like, that shit had me laughing. But when it got into him getting like abused shit, I was like, holy fuck, this is fucked up. But I watched it. I mean, it ended all right, I guess. I don't know. I just think, like I said, it's one of those things where it's the artsy kids that get caught up into this realm of like extra weird shit, and a lot
The
of them
weirdest
just,
shit ever.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
everything
just,
sounds like a good idea.
yeah,
Okay, it's feasible.
yeah. Let me
Yeah,
try
it's
this.
feasible.
Yeah, it's like no, like who in their right mind goes to just do drugs with a man? Like that doesn't even
I
sound
woke
like a
up
good
naked
time.
and my butt hurt, but he said nothing happened, so I believed him. Yeah,
What?
yeah. And you went back next weekend?
That is insane. Like that shit.
That's what you did?
Oh, is that? And he kept doing it too, because he was like, "Oh, the guy said he was going to help me out with my script." And and it's like, yeah, he helped you out, all right. He helped himself. And it was just like yeah, that shit was too much. And I was like, and he didn't even. And then when he told his parents, that was like the heartfelt moment, because then it was like his dad had his shit, and then it was like they had a real fucking family moment, blah blah blah. But ultimately, it was just like that shit is so common in these creative scenes, because you have these older guys that'll be like, "Oh yeah, let me take you under my wing. I'll help you with this and I'll help you with that." And in a sense, they think they're being helped, but not realizing that they're being groomed.
But do people realize the story about how men are being targeted is like 100 times worse with how women are targeted? And it has nothing to do with access, money, or Hollywood. That same scenario, 100 times worse, is what women deal with,
Mm.
and they deal with it on a regular basis
Right,
with any fucking industry.
right. So, guess we can. All right, let's move into the main topic. Right, this is coming off the heels of what's that young girl name? Sexy Red. I want somebody to reach out to her and hug her for whatever it's worth. R.I.P. Tillicum while I'm at it. I don't know, the two have nothing to do with each other, but I just felt like shouting out Tillicum. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Sexy Red, and here's the thing. I don't know if it's I don't know if she's like being for real, but apparently like this is a real thing. So she said that she was in a hospital having contractions, and her baby daddy went through her and Chief Keef messages and smacked dog shit out of her while she was giving
Oh,
birth. Yeah,
that's a lot.
it is. It's like, hold up. And so with this young girl, what bothers me the most is like some of the shit that she's like just blatantly like has no problem saying. And I'm all for the creatives creating. I'm all for the children expressing themselves, but there has to be a line, right? Like she talks big hood rat shit. I don't care what nobody says. Like that's big hood rat energy. It's gross. It stinks. I don't like it. And I think she's better than that, but that's neither here nor there. The fact that she thought that was cool to tweet is probably deep enough for a real conversation about like how common domestic violence is, and just like all relationships. I heard the lesbians be wilding more than man and woman relationships from the conversations
I
I heard.
I heard.
But they fall in love
Yeah,
in like 3 business days, so I guess that
They do, and they like overdo it the fuck. Like,
Yeah, so allegedly, I don't know.
so is that because they're more like emotionally volatile, or female violence isn't seen as harsh as male on female violence?
Probably not.
So it's like two bitches like and they smack the shit at each other as opposed to like breaking your jaw. I don't know. But lesbians do have a lot of domestic violence.
Yes. Like, I mean, I'm sure the ratio isn't that far off, only because there are probably more, domestics that get reported amongst straight couples than not, because most times they're just like, whatever, it's just us fighting. So it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so it's a very common thing, to where as though people don't really talk about it. But they do kind of talk about it. The fact that I know that lesbians have like a more volatile, almost equal situation, lets you know that people are talking about it.
I think people talk about shit and they don't even realize what they're talking about because things are so normalized. It's a lot of shit is violent. It's violence. Like language is violence. The weird shit I said about like if I'm trying to save and he's spending on dumb shit. Not like a decision like I'm saving money for our kids' summer camp and like his car needs brakes and he
Hmm.
spent the money. Like you could justify that. Like it's you should have said something or maybe we could have waited, but you're not gonna like die over it. But if you're doing something wild, like you want to go to the restaurant and order the $150, the $500 steak using money in our savings, like that's violence also. So a lot of things are
Is that
violent, but
violent
people don't
because it
necessarily
like
see it.
creates violence? Like, is it
Uh,
violent? Like, because the act itself is violent, but if you go upside a motherfucker head, is that a reaction to?
It's a reaction. Sometimes there's like a retaliation violence, which is where if you have someone who's violent or like pressing you, antagonizing you, then there's like your response to it. And people can say, well, oh, you were both violent, but that the first person pushed the second person to react some type of way. And then also because they're being violent towards you, you sort to adapt with it. Like you fight fire with fire.
Right.
Whereas without that situation, you're not going to put your hands on somebody, but you're doing it as a reaction to this
So a lot of
person.
the shit is just petty nonsense anyway. It's just people just want to throw hands because they don't know how to communicate. Well,
They don't
obviously
know how to
that
use
has to
their
be.
words.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do with their feelings. A lot of it is gender-based violence because people have unmet needs. I think it's way more males because males are able to be more physically dominant, and society makes it easy for males to move without much questioning behind what they do or how they do it. There's a lot. There's the surface level. He goes to church every Sunday. He coaches the kids. He's a good working man. He's married with 4 kids. He's also a fucking serial killer. But you have like I said facts, and then you'll have like the perception of this person doesn't do. He's a principal. He's a whatever the fuck makes you think the person is an upstanding citizen.
Right.
You'll fall back on that rather than look at like no, this motherfucker did this thing right here. Like beat the shit out of his wife, like fuck up his kids, like molesting kids, like he's a piece of shit to like the people around him. Because that would be a narcissist. A narcissist has they have a public perception, and then they have their private life, which is like so different from each other.
But it makes
So
sense.
with
Like
the
that's like
violence,
the. But see, that's the
no one's like
perfect.
investigating if you're a
Right.
piece of shit.
But that's the perfect explanation of it, right? Because most people overuse the word, but the true definition is one way here, another way here, and they're like basically polar opposites.
Hmm.
Yeah, the word narcissist just gets overused.
I actually don't think it does.
You don't?
That's a that's like a whole another fucking show. I think there should be more. I think because what's the purpose of not using it? We don't want to misdiagnose people. What the
Right,
fuck?
right,
No,
right.
more
I see
people
what you're
need to be
saying.
diagnosed.
Right.
There's like a dip in how you're behaving versus how you're expected to behave, and like what's the difference with the normalcy? Violence, domestic violence is like the fucking girls that curse their kids out like they talking to a goddamn adult.
Yeah, that should be wild to me.
That's
Never
domestic
understood that.
violence. Uh, I have a friend whose mother was still slapping them in the face at like 21
Damn.
because she's upset about something that's like
So that
nonsensical
expands
or made the
over
fuck up.
into parenting too. So can a parent abusing their kid be considered domestic or no?
It depends on the age of the kid. Yeah, it's
Right. Well,
domestic
that's what I'm
violence.
saying. Like an actual adult, not like a little kid.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's like
This
violence
person was
amongst kids.
21.
Right. That's
This
what I'm
person was
saying.
21 and working with a car.
Right. Oh yeah, you got a car. Yeah, you got to respect me. You got to talk to me a little different. Got
Not even
insurance
that.
around this
I'll
bitch.
beat the shit out you if I'm as big. You only beating on me if you're bigger than me.
Right. But most people don't want
I
to
have no
really
I
square
have
up with
no
their
fucking
parents.
boundaries. I have no fucking personal boundaries that have anything to do with who the fuck you are versus being more important and valuable than me if you're abusing me. None. Fucking the president, the fucking neighbor, grandma, whoever.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, though. Like it takes a lot. I don't know. Even for me, I don't know. But that's also because I'm a dude. Like, I don't see myself
You
like.
can't be you don't want to be jumping on your kids though. You don't want to be beating your
Right.
kids into the corner into the corner.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that, it just doesn't seem right. Like now, the younger me, like always was like, yeah, because but you think because that's how you were raised, that's how you're supposed to raise kids, and then you look at kids and you're like, actually, kids aren't bad. Like our parents were just kind of fucked up in the head. Like kids are pretty cool, like little human beings. They're just trying to understand the world. Our
Or
parents are
whatever they're
just like
going
too
through is
frustrated.
your expectations placed on somebody who's not able to meet them.
Right.
Like having manners and being able to regulate your time and get out the house properly, take a shower in 10 minutes and get dressed and like hit the door at this time. And come on now, like your kid's 8.
Right.
They get distracted. They're like looking for their sock or their favorite whatever the fuck, or like whatever makes you wander off.
Right.
And then now we
Do
know
some
about
kid shit.
ADHD and other shit. Like I'm an adult. You fucking send me on a mission. I'll be gone on an adventure because I'm in my head forgetting and getting distracted and whatever the hell else. So some kids never had a chance because even if you have the intention of paying attention and being
Right.
like on schedule and like remembering the book bag and the notebook and the pen and and your ID, and you're just not
You know what's so
because
funny
you're
though? More people are like kind of claiming to be like diagnosed with some sort of ism, like it's the new like it thing or thing to excuse their behavior. I guess 'cause, like
no.
more
I
more
think
people.
motherfuckers got isms,
No, they do. I'm in agreement with you. I'm just saying it's
but
like a lot of
they're
people are
like
like,
now people are embracing the
yeah,
isms.
and they're like, oh no, this was me and blah blah blah. And I was like, hold up, like pretty sure a couple years ago you wasn't talking like that, but that's cool. Like I ain't mad at like growth and elevation from people.
It's cool. I think it would alleviate a lot of internal guilt that certain people have where they couldn't do what was expected of them because you simply like I've always said I wasn't good at math. Then I find out that I have math dyslexia.
Is that a
So
real
all
thing?
this time I've been thinking I'm not trying hard enough.
I might have that too. Add that to my
But
list.
I don't have to try hard. I've never had to try hard in school. So but how do I try I'm not trying hard enough to learn math or chemistry. The fucking symbols get me fucking fucked up and lost. But I don't have to try hard with anything involving reading.
Right.
So it makes sense that I have math dyslexia, this thing right here, and there's nothing I can do. If I have to pay attention, like at work, they're like, "Oh, call me back at this number. Take my number and just call me back." And I'm like, "Oh God!" And I grab a pen and I'm listening. And as I'm listening, I'm just forgetting what the fuck they're saying, or I'm writing the numbers down wrong. So
This is
there's no
true.
amount of me willing myself to be able to do certain things. So I think that would help a lot of people who might have been feeling bad about themselves for not meeting expectations and then find out there's a reason. Not that you're just like a piece of shit person.
Right. I guess. I mean, that's a nice way to look at it. I mean, I just think people out here kind of fronting in some lights too because they're just crazy. Like, it's okay to be crazy too. You don't got to make up some shit.
Well, ain't the other shit under the crazy umbrella?
I mean, it all is, but just motherfuckers is really
You want
selling
them to just
dirty
like
out here.
embrace all the crazy as
Yeah,
opposed to like
yeah. Like, don't
dividing up
try
the
to right
crazy.
because at this point, it's not fair to the people that actually you know are either medicated or suffering for the shit. Like, right? Like, I'm not standing on a soapbox. I'm just saying, like, whatever, man. Like, just say like you're a little off or you're crazy. Fuck it.
Oh man. So like it's too late to even figure out the fucking
Yeah.
definitions right now.
Well, why? Like, why even like open that? I mean, I guess it sounds crazy to say it because it's like it's almost
I
like
think you mean like why
therapeutic,
acknowledge it if you're not going to try to address it.
right? Yeah, because you're not really going to do anything about it. You're just going to say this, and then we don't really hear any sort of like anything afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when people say something like that, there's like a nonprofit or something that follows behind it. You know what I'm saying? Some sort of missions that's being set. I'm telling
There's a
you,
mission statement.
yeah. There's no mission
There's a mission
statement here.
statement.
There's no
Yeah,
mission
I get
statement.
that. I get that. It's a like a crutch.
hmm It's like how people
I do feel that
blame
way. I agree.
their
I
weird
agree.
behaviors on their astrological sign. It's like, no, motherfucker, you're stubborn. It's okay. Like, you don't have to. It's like, no, but all Tauruses are stubborn. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, motherfucker. Now you want to read these
Well,
little
this
flip cards
the
and shit.
statement. What is it? What is it? You can't fix a problem until you acknowledge that there is one. So they're missing the second step. Like everyone's like, I have. You can sell T-shirts. I have ADHD. I have
Right,
schizophrenia. I have two left feet. But then there's never the part where they're like, and I'm fixing this by, or I'm trying to
right. It's just I
improve
have it,
by.
and I'm just coasting through life now. Like we
I have
outside.
cancer and I'm sitting here smoking.
Right. Like
I'm
it is
smoking.
what it is at
I'm
this
smoking a
point.
Newport Long while I tell you about my fucking cancer treatment.
That's crazy. Newport Long with the cancer is insane.
But people do it.
I know.
Motherfucker be having oxygen tank attached to their ass and be fucking smoking a
S-
cigar.
Smoking is not. That's not an easy thing to quit. Like
Like,
that.
bro,
That
what you
one's hard.
doing?
That one's hard.
That's why I still smoke and you don't. I know.
Yeah.
Trying to say.
Nothing. I'm just saying. I
What you
get it.
doing?
I
Why?
understand the commitment
You
to
make
it.
me feel guilty.
Nah, I understand the commitment. Like it's not. It has nothing to do with anything, but I understand the commitment.
Now I gotta take the patch again. That shit was weird.
Nah, yeah,
Little
those
fucking
things.
itchy ass patch. This shit ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, no, just making you more irritated. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole thing is just. It's literally just. I don't
Because
know.
I'm
People
looking at
do
the
it for
patch and I want the patch to like make me not want to be smoking a cigarette.
right.
And
And
it's stuck on my arm and I'm annoyed.
when you think about it, you're like just smoking at like random times. Like
I'm gonna
I ain't
smoke the
doing
whole fucking
nothing.
patch. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
roll this shit
roll the
up.
patch.
Rolling your nicotine patch with the American Spirit. That was what I was
Oh,
doing before I when I stopped. Was buy the pouch with the loose tobacco and roll it like them cigarettes. That used to be like a fucking almost like a mini high because like the shit is so raw that you're like you just take the first hit and you're like, especially when I would get drunk. You call them shits little dizzy sticks. Take one hit, you be out that motherfucker like, ooh, mad loopy and shit.
I used to get like that my first cigarette in the morning, but not anymore.
Yes, that's one. That's that morning cigarette. Them shits you go a little blind for a second too. Like the light get mad bright. You're like, God damn. Like, them American Spirits was crazy.
I never tried American. It's something. It's just something like I, I, something just ghetto about like I don't know. rolling your own cigarette. I've always looked
There's
at it like
something
you can't
ghetto
afford to
about
go
that.
buy. You can't afford to go to $50 pack of cigarettes. Like, ew.
No, but it's like, all right, so you're buying one that's already pre-made. You don't know what's in that thing. At least I know what's in here.
That that's beside the point.
No, it's not. It actually is the
I'm better than
exact
you. I
reason
am better than you because I can afford to buy a pre-made
with the freaking
a
cotton that
pre-made pack of
doesn't
fucking
decompose.
mystery tobacco.
Listen, I'm killing myself and saving the earth at the same time. What are you doing? What are you doing? But
Slander.
yeah, it's
Fucking
cool.
slander.
Listen, so was this considered domestic violence? That little exchange we had. I just thought about that. I was like, that was kind of, but it was fun.
No.
Nothing like
I
a little
mean,
mental sparring.
violence can be fun too. If you like getting your ass beaten, then like, never mind.
So that's like a kink, though, right?
There's like sexy time. Some people like sexy time.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So like, so that's what I'm saying. So like, does that even classify under it, or is that like part of their thing, right? Like normalizing.
Well, when I started talking about sex, I wanted to specifically address Black people with some of the habits that they do that could be addressed through a kink lens,
Mm,
and be more responsible, and people can be more aware. But because sex is such a weird ass thing with Black folks, it's like to even get to like the underlayers, it takes a minute. But yeah, there's people who like to fight, and then part of the fighting turns into like sexual urges.
yo, niggas are
And that's
straight
cool.
animals. That's some
That
animalistic shit. That
that
is
but it's
like,
cool. Baby, do your thing behind closed doors. It's
nah, yeah,
cool.
respect.
What's not cool is antagonizing a man for him to react in a type of way where he gonna go off on you, where
Right,
you find that to be attractive. And he's not aware of it. And then it's like manipulation, and you're making him go off. And then he does too much. Because that can happen.
yeah. That's why you gotta have safe words, right? Ain't that what
I-
those
If
were
if
made
it,
for?
if it was looked at under a kink lens, there would be safe words. You'd have somebody who thinks the world of you, and who's like a responsible person, and who's like everything, but he can like flip into it's role playing. He could flip into like this role playing place where he's like aggressive, whatever the fuck that means to you.
Right,
And then y'all could do what y'all gonna do anyway, as opposed to you antagonizing him, poking him till he flips the fuck out, and he chokes you the fuck out, and then you're trying to like, ooh, daddy, and then offers like sex, and it confuses the fuck out of him.
right.
That's weird too, because it
Sounds like
normalizes
some
violence.
fucking Law and Order shit. Some SVU about to
It
happen.
normalizes violence where it's acceptable, and it might be even desirable, and he don't even know why.
That's insane.
It's a
That
lot
is
of weird
insane.
shit.
Yeah, people are fucked up in the head, man. Which just further proves our point why we need this podcast and why people need to go to therapy. Like, people just like twisted out here. Feel bad
And then
for them.
laugh at your shit. Like I just met a scratcher.
What do you mean?
He likes to get scratched.
Oh, like on some old. Oh, wow. All right. That's peace. Man,
Oh,
listen.
oh.
Much respect to all.
No judge, no
Yeah,
judgment,
nah, no
no
judgment
judgment
zone.
here, no
I
judgment
have
here
no.
at all.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were talking about lottery tickets, but you're like, all right, that's respect.
No, yeah, there's people out there that enjoy that. So if that's a conversation, it's on the table, then you can
Right,
find somebody who's compatible with you. Aside from like, which have had that experience, I'm just like whatever the fuck I'm doing with whomever the fuck I'm doing it with, and then I do some weird shit that I'm into, and then the nigga like jump up and he jump up and cut the lights on. Hey, the fuck was that?
oh Lord.
I go, my bad.
My
I'm sorry.
bad. I was just exploring. Again,
I just,
I'm artsy. It's okay.
I just, I'm an artist.
I'm an artist. It's all right. Fucking weird. Nah, that's cool.
I'm gonna use that excuse now. I'm an artist.
It should. I mean,
Whatever the fuck
everybody
weird
else
shit I
does it.
do,
Yeah.
no, I'm an artist. You have to understand. It's my process.
Nah, it's fine. I went through a biting phase, so I understand.
Ah,
Yeah.
look, you went through a few, you went through a few phases, sir.
Yeah, I know. But we're not talking about me.
I'm like Anthony. What?
Fucking baby reindeer. God damn it. That's my
I didn't
safe
even
word.
realize. I didn't even realize you would do such a thing. But
Nah, baby reindeer is my safe word.
you'd be
Play.
like, "Well, she asked me to."
Fuck that.
That was always your excuse. Well, she asked me to.
Well, yeah. I mean, you must oblige.
I mean, you could want nothing more than a man who is willing to like take your needs into consideration.
Yeah, as long as it's fun, and all like in respect and everything, like it's
If she
cool.
want me to slap her with an anvil, then damn it,
Yeah, I'm here.
your satisfaction
Right,
is my satisfaction.
right. I'm already here, so it doesn't even matter at this point. Like,
No, it's weird because you be thinking. I guess that's everybody though. When they're like, you're with somebody for a long time and you think everybody is the same way as this one person, or you watch porn and for some reason you think what the fuck you're watching is what you should be doing out in the world. So then
yeah,
you get like, you run across things, discover things, and then you try to flip that trick on the next person and they be
don't
like,
work.
hey, and they jump up and cut the lights on.
Yeah,
You'd be like, oh, I thought. So you think guys are okay with things that are rough and with pain and with like aggression and with this, and not every guy likes that.
nah, shit's not cool.
No, I
Everything ain't for
yeah.
everybody.
Well, damn, it's just not cool. Well, I'm sorry.
Everything
I'm
ain't for
sorry, y'all.
everybody. I'm just
I'm
saying.
sorry, y'all. Well, if y'all listening, my exes, I scared.
Listen, some people
My
probably
bad.
scared like in a good way. Because there's positivity in being scared too. Like you face a fear, you're like, all right, I've conquered that. It's like every time I got to drive in the city, I feel like I became more of an adult each time because that shit is insane. Fucking hate driving in New York City.
That shit funny.
Fucking shit sucks.
My mother was from Harlem, and she would come out the tunnel, and she'd be like, "Put your seatbelt on,"
It's about to get
and she
crazy.
would come out the tunnel like, "Yo," she'd be gunning that shit like mad fast, switching lanes and shit.
Yeah, because you got to
I
move.
was
If you
like,
don't
"What is going
move,
on right now?" Yeah,
and depending on
yeah.
where you at, what time, if you don't move, nah, that shit ain't working.
New York is kind of rough, but
Kind of. All right.
I I don't want to. I have had people say that they were scared of me, men.
That's cool. I
I'm
mean,
not sure
that's
what you
something
might
to.
do. I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like, you ain't sure what I might do.
That's kind of sketchy though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's got big touchy vibes all over it.
Oh,
No, thank you.
I'm a female. I'm a Mrs. Touchy.
Yes, you could be. I don't
No,
know.
I,
Allegedly,
I
I don't
am.
know.
How?
Well,
Ain't no
no.
proof.
All right, that's peace. I don't want no problems.
Ain't no proof out here. These allegations are unfounded.
Unfounded. They're just scared. They're scared. They're scared for a good reason. It's cool.
I mean,
Sometimes fear is a good thing.
if you scared, get a dog.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
Get a little dog.
anyway, a little dog.
Yeah, way
Or a
more
big dog.
chill. Yeah, maybe big dogs.
I think men should have big dogs.
Everybody says that. So you got to clean up a big dog shit. You're
Oh,
like,
I've never.
yeah, exactly. You probably would never. So like, you're
I've,
like,
I've,
oh, get a big dog. Like, all right, yeah, go ahead
I
and
just clutch my pearls like I've never.
yeah,
My daddy did that.
exactly.
That's the man's job. There's like, I got. Okay, next show is we're gonna do gender stereotypes.
Okay, I like that.
Because if a man does not have a bottle opener on his key ring,
Oh shit.
I judge him. He don't have to have a bottle opener, but you do have to open this bottle.
Right. Being able to open a bottle is pretty unique. So
Is it?
yeah, I
No,
got
it's
mad
not.
different styles. I could do it with pretty much any item as long
Well,
as it
you a
has a flat
drinker.
surface.
That's all. Open this fucking bottle. I
Yeah.
don't care how. And I done seen niggas like pop it with their thumb. That teeth thing
Then
fucks with me.
that
But
shit's
people,
weird too. Nah, that shit's mad weird. I clutch my
you
pearls.
gnarly dog, like what the fuck? That teeth thing fucks with me. Um, I have a way of doing it with the edge.
No,
So it fucks with
I
the
got the
edge.
lighter. Anything with a flat edge, and usually a key takes a little longer depending on like if that's the
I've
last
seen the
thing you
key.
got. Yeah, but
The tourist did the lighter. He did the lighter like 2 weeks ago.
yeah,
I
the
was like,
lighter's
oh, I never
cool.
even saw.
That shit's like I would thought I was so dope when I learned that shit in Boston. I was like, oh shit,
Ah!
that's definitely
Bitches
some
gonna
college
love
shit.
this.
Yeah,
Bitches gonna love
that
this.
was like 20 years ago, and I'm still out here with them tricks. Like, but
But a man should have skills. So yeah,
okay,
let a motherfucker know. Let a motherfucker know. If you ain't opening up a motherfucking beer bottle with a cigarette lighter, then
I
you ain't
like
doing
that.
nothing.
Keep that in mind. All right, so I guess we can end it
Okay,
because my
gender stereotypes.
freaking
Next show.
headphones are probably going to die soon. I didn't charge
I
them up.
quit.
I've been running them, but we had a good run. We didn't get our rant off tonight. They don't get to hear the new prompt. Maybe next week. Next episode, we'll give them the new prompt.
They can wait.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll probably
Anticipation
have
is good.
shit from this to add into it, so that'll be fun.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. All right. You got anything you want to leave the people with? Any upcoming events? Anything you doing? Anything fun? No.
I'll be in Texas next weekend.
Mm.
I'll be in Houston.
All right now.
I heard I should have barbecue.
You should
I shouldn't get pregnant.
definitely don't do that. But
I shouldn't
10
have an
out of 10 do
abortion.
not recommend. Oh, you definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't think you can. You might go to jail.
I think I might want to like not speak about my race.
Probably not. But you could get a gun.
Oh,
You definitely should get a gun. If you go to Texas, everybody got guns in Texas.
oh,
Texas
oh
and
my
guns is
God! I
like
know my brother has.
beer
I know
cans.
he probably has like a gun rack or some weird shit.
Definitely either a gun rack or a gun safe. Those things are nice too.
Ugh. I think that might be why he moved to Texas to the gun thing.
Listen, you can get guns down there like Pepsi. I'm telling you. Texas, there's one thing. They don't play about them guns, that cowboying, and,
Abortions
abortions. They don't play about
and
that shit.
books.
And Jesus.
Don't be out here reading no books.
Don't
Don't
read
be out
no
here getting
books.
pregnant.
Don't do no DEI shit. Fucking don't come across the border. If you're a
Don't be no
goddamn
man.
migrant, take your ass to New York City. They do not fuck with none of that shit, but they fuck with them guns. I'm telling you.
So if I'm not back by Tuesday after next,
No shit. Pod
just
day.
know I'm somewhere. ICE got me somewhere locked up, and I'm trying to
And
prove
that'll
I'm
be crazy because
American.
I think that'll be like right after our gender stereotypes episode. It'd be perfect. Be like a whole conspiracy. Like, holy shit. Did they really? Did they do it?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
But
But I'll be in Texas. That's like that. That's my exciting thing. And the week after
nice.
that, I'll see D makes jury. I haven't seen her in so long,
Nice.
and her birthday just passed.
Oh, shout out to her. Happy born day. Oh, she gang. That's right. Big
She's
Taurus
gang
energy
gang.
in the building. Yeah, no, I don't think I got. Well, I mean, I think the next holiday was that Memorial Day coming up. Memorial Day.
Day.
Yeah, I hang out with my daughter. Yeah, we're doing the whole family thing. Everybody getting together. Gonna be doing some drinking, eating some edibles and shit. Some barbecue.
Oh shit!
Um,
Everybody have barbecue. I want
yeah.
everyone to have barbecue
Well,
for
not
Memorial
barbecue. I
Day.
like to call it cookout food. Barbecue is more of a white people thing. Black people cook
Hey,
out.
hey,
It
hey!
is. Listen, there's nothing wrong with barbecue. I fucks with it. I'm just saying that's more of a
Cookout food?
because cookout food
That
is
sounds
just
Caucasian.
really,
Cookout food.
huh?
Oh my fucking God! Your potato salad has raisins?
No, that's at the
Yes, it does.
cookout. You don't bring potatoes. No,
The
no raisins
cookout.
and nothing at the cookout. Why do you think all of the white people want to be invited to the cookout? That's the whole thing.
Oh, so
Exactly.
barbecue is white people shit?
I told you this.
Yo, I did not tell you I'm not black as much as other people.
Not as black as much as other people.
I don't know how to finish it. I was like, I'm not as black. I am, but I'm not
No, I get it.
as
It's
other.
cool.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Listen, I'm learning too. This is actually an amazing experience for me.
I
This
feel
is
like
pretty
Drake.
cool.
Oh, no.
Nah, we're learning
not
a
like
lot
us.
about each other. No,
They
that's
not
about it.
like us.
Other than that,
All right, I quit.
I'm working. That's about it. The more pies, the merrier. I'm all about it. Listen, we could even do a spin-off version of this with somebody else if we had like a third. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to create as much as possible within the time that I have. But like, it's feasible.
You trying to spread your pod?
You just gotta like hit me with mad limericks to the end
You
of the
trying to
road.
spread your pod out here
Mhm.
among the earth?
Yep. Repodulate.
Yup. All
Repodulate.
right, baby, I'm out.
All right.
This has been
Yeah,
an amazing fucking show.
Yeah, nah, this one was fun. This one, each one gets better and better and better. I like it. It's fun. The Honey Pack people, shout out to y'all. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We will talk to y'all next week. Peace.